record 46-46, 3 games back of first place, 1 game back of second place. Is this where you thought they'd be entering the season?
No, absolutely not. This is not where I thought the White Sox would be entering the season. These are just my unfiltered thoughts on this, and then we'll turn it over to Steve here. The fact that the White Sox are 500 right now is an absolute disappointment. The team has had injuries up and down its lineup, things that you thought after last year wouldn't happen, given how difficult it was to sustain success throughout the 2021 season. There was a lot of energy surrounding this ball club leading up to the 2022 campaign. Even with the lockout included, a lot of people picked this team to be one of the top 5 teams that were going to be in World Series contention. When you look around the league right now, the AL Central looks like an absolute fucking joke comparative to what you see going on in pretty much almost every other division. There's no clear-cut leader within the AL Central, and it was very much expected that the White Sox were going to be that team. Then again, all things considered, just taking into account some of the injuries, some of the struggles, some of the slow starts, the Dallas Keuchel experience, and everything else that the White Sox have had thrown at them through this, I'm pleasantly more surprised and just sort of comfortable with where this team is at right now, especially given the way that they have played over the past couple of weeks here. And especially one thing that I want to put out there is against good playoff contending teams. Something that we saw last year a lot was, can the White Sox beat the good teams? They've fared pretty well against the teams that are expected to be in the playoffs this year. I don't have a record in front of me. If we want to go look that up, Steve, I'm not sure if you've got the chance to or not, but they've fared very well.
Give me a couple minutes.
They've fared very well in ball games against the Yankees. You know, they've had their problems with Houston, but against the good teams, the White Sox have shown up. That leads me to some comfort in this White Sox second half, and especially the way that they came back and battled after dropping the first 2 against the Cleveland Guardians, and then coming out and having this series against the Minnesota Twins where you take 3-1 heading into the break to keep them fairly close to the top of this division. I think all things considered, I'm a pretty happy White Sox fan. Are we where I wanted to be? No, not by any means. Not by any stretch of the imagination did I think we would be 500 going into the All-Star break. But is this division winnable right now for this team? Abso-fucking-lutely. Can they go out and have an awesome second half? Abso-fucking-lutely. Are the right bats starting to heat up? I think so. I'm excited. This is the best I've felt about this team since probably somewhere in the first half of last year and the Field of Dreams game. At this very moment right now. I'm pretty jacked up. I'm excited to watch the second half of White Sox baseball. Is there a lot to be disappointed about? Yeah. Did they underachieve? Yeah. But they've got a lot of baseball left to play, and I think they can go do it. Steve, I'll turn it over to you.
You know, I'm definitely not thrilled with where this team is at right now. Obviously, being 46-46, this is not the first half that we all anticipated, like Anthony mentioned. Obviously, the injuries and the underperformance from a lot of the key contributors have led to this middling start, and it's been a roller coaster ride. Both on the field and emotionally for us watching and following this team on a day in and day out basis. For a good portion of this year, it felt like you would take 1 step forward and then immediately take 2 steps back. There was the high point of the 7-game winning streak in early May, and then they promptly would follow that up and they would drop 4 in a row. So it was just a lot of up and down from this team. And again, also seeing that from individual players and guys that we were expecting a lot from. We saw the slow start from Jose Abreu. He has turned it on to be performing like Jose Abreu. The down stretch for Lucas Giolito, about a month or so ago. In spite of all of that, and with all of the injuries that have happened, really everything that could go wrong in the first half did. And they're 46-46. They're 3 games out of first. They're 2 back in the loss column. Minnesota and Cleveland, you might have gone fucked up. You had a chance to put this team away. About 7 to 10 days ago, they were 6.5 games out of first. They were knocking on death's door, and you didn't have a chance. Minnesota, you had a chance to get that sweep on that Wednesday afternoon at 35th and Shields that would have basically buried and ended the season, in my personal opinion. And you didn't do it. You gave this team hope, and you kept them in this thing. And it'd be a real shame if you had to fucking pay the price for that.